Sid, hi.
Hi.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good to see you.
Beautiful day, isn't it?
It's a beautiful day.
Let's go inside and we'll have some coffee or tea, whatever you want.
We had an opportunity to spend a significant amount of time with Rex and Oren, and we had time in the arenas. Went to go see the buffalo farm, but definitely wanted to have an opportunity to sit and speak with you, the Tadodaho. And so if you could explain what Tadodaho means.
All right, what do you got, about an hour here?
Well, we can do some editing.
Yeah. No, I'm one of the traditional leaders of Onondaga Nation and one of the leaders of the Haudenosaunee Confederacy. We have 50 leaders in the Confederacy, but my title is chosen from the other leaders, and my job is to when there's other issues from other nations, that we bring the people together.
So we are on the Onondaga Nation, but physically, where are we right now?
So we call this South End, you know, and I grew up in what we call the kind of village, the inner part, and then up there was the North End.
School, health center,
Fire
department.
In the trade of our lands, or the loss of our lands, however you want to call it, you know, there was certain promises made, you know, and the schools and the clinic was one of those. The roads, taking care of the roads.
You have a whole agricultural system here, and so much so that you are able to, you know, really be prepared for anything.
Yeah, we couldn't be just living from day to day, week to week, you know, season to season. You had to be prepared because we never knew what the next year was coming. There could be bad years. So we've always been told to be at least, some say 4 years, some say 7 years ahead.
Okay, George, we're here at the nation's buffalo farm. You said there's about 70?
73 we counted 2 weeks ago, I think it was. That's including calves.
Okay. So we were told that if we brought apples out here, that they like the apples.
They do.
So is there a trick to this? I just throw it way out there? And the big guy will come from wherever he is? And
just don't hit the wood.
Don't hit the
wood.
No, the roof. Okay. He's like, don't hit the wood. This is
pretty close
the guy in charge, the bull, huh?
HBIC.
They move in slow motion. What does it mean for the Onondagas to have the buffalo here?
Something akin to food sovereignty. And then spiritually, they've been wild animals like this here since before there was people.
Right.
And it helps them to maintain some of that strength.
How many go to
the butchers?
Yeah.
We usually try to harvest as many as the calves were born.
I see, so equivalent amount, okay. And how is that divvied up with who needs it? Like, how do you distribute the food?
Well, lately we've been doing the butchering ourselves.
Okay.
Between ground and stew and, you know, various cuts.
Okay.
And then whatever's available, we just put it out as first come, first serve.
I see.
People show up. And then they tend to limit the weight.
Okay.
You know, a few packages per.
Right.
Try to make sure as many people get it as possible.
So you have to have food sovereignty. You can't depend on the outside. Right. We're on the bottom of the list. If the whole system sets down, you know, and you're not ready, then what happens?
Right.
You know, I think it's more essential, more than ever now, is to be able to feed yourself and to take care of yourself.
Right.
And we can't be dependent on the grocery stores.
No.
You've seen it.
Where we live, we have lots of water, and there's obviously the concern of protecting our natural resources.
Well, just the loss of, that, having the lake there, I can't imagine what kind of, we wouldn't need anything to imagine the fish, which is a third of our diet, would last. And now you can't eat the fish. So we can't use the lake. Now we can't use our creek that goes through the nation. It's a chocolate brown and it looks like a cup of coffee.
Right.
And I grew up just a little ways grew up here, and all summer we used to be in the creek swimming. I'd be there all day, and there was a swimming hole. There was swimming holes all over. There was fishing spots, and there was just so much that we used that you didn't really think about until you can't use it no more.
Right, until it's gone.
Until it's gone, and we've always had the nature to go back to.
Right.
Okay, but now where do you go? Where you can't drink the water contaminated. When water is so important, how can you do that to your own water?
I asked the same question to Oren yesterday. It's inconceivable. It happened, but it's still inconceivable that it's a huge, beautiful lake and it's just unable to be used.
That was just food sovereignty right there, you know.
If you could offer some words, what would you want folks to know?
That we're still here. We're still here because we have people in Syracuse who don't even know that we're here. 10 miles away. How do we continue our language, our cultures, our dances, our songs, with all the things that are taking us away from that? Besides the loss of land, we had to endure the boarding school. Our parents, grandparents, great-grandparents were punished for speaking their language. So that impact has kind of hard to measure, and to go on from there. Okay, if things are bad, those things happen, then how do you heal?
Right.
How do you go from there?
You really have been out there advocating in a quiet but direct way. I have always appreciated all the work that you've been doing.
You're out there to help. You're out there to help, to guide. To think about what's really important to our survival.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
Sure.